Hello, Samson agents. Picking up here on the promised mini lesson on using Canva along with our Samson provided newsletter, and then, of course, the option of using our fabulous Samson print shop as well on this project. So, the first simple thing you're going to do is open up your Canva account to the main page shown here and just kind of set it aside. You just want to make sure you can and are logged in. The next thing you're going to do is log into our cardinal nest, and where that yellow arrow is, you will type newsletter. So once you've entered the name newsletter on the main page of Cardinal Nest, it will bring you to this screen where you will see multiple options for the newsletter. If you're planning on editing it in Canva, which is why we're here for this class, you will click where the yellow arrow shows and you will actually click on the left. Do not use the download or the preview button on the right. So that last click will bring you to the screen where you will have a choice of two areas seen in the lower left, and that is the newsletter mailer and the newsletter non-mailer. This, of course, depends on your intention on how you intend to use the newsletter. I personally choose the non-mailer and have multiple copies always available in my vehicle, and I still can mail them, but I prefer the non-mailer. We are almost there, gang, to the nitty gritty. You have one less place to click, and that is where it says open in editor in purple. Click there. Oops, I guess I fibbed. There's actually one more spot you need to click on, and that's where it says view template in purple. So now we have the first page of our newsletter, actually the entire newsletter, in our Canva editing platform. And the first thing we're going to concentrate on is page 1 at the bottom, because currently we have Donnie's photo there. And as much as we love him, we're going to put our own in there. The first thing you're going to have to do to personalize your newsletter is upload some files that you intend to include with it. For example, as much as we love Donnie, we're going to have to replace his photo with ours. And we're probably going to want something that has been created ahead of time for that third blank page of marketing trends or other information that you may want to provide. So now that you have your files uploaded, we're going to start working on the newsletter, and we're going to begin on page 1. And the first thing we're going to do is remove Donnie's picture from the lower left. And you're going to do that simply by clicking on it. And when you see the dots and dashes around the picture, going to simply click delete. So it will then look like number 2. Then you're going to go to your uploaded files, and whichever picture of yourself you have decided to use, you will click on it and it will appear in the Canva screen. It too will have the dots and dashes around the edges, which you will use to size that photo to fit in the blank space where Donnie's picture used to be. Once you've done that, click anywhere outside of it to get rid of for editing tools. This should now be what the bottom of page 1 looks like, and that is your photo or your logo or whatever else you wish to put in that space. It can be a professional headshot, it can be a Bitmoji, it can be anything that you like to represent you and your brand. So now we are focused on the very last page of the newsletter. And once again, unfortunately, we are forced to eliminate our leader. So basically what we're going to do here on this bottom border is get rid of Donnie's picture, put our preferred picture or logo, and then get rid of the your name, phone number, email, website section and add it whether by text or maybe a picture of your business card or otherwise. Basically, you're going to do this the same way you did the picture on page 1. I just wanted to show you some samples of some graphics that I have had made up for my logo or for correspondence, etc. A few different layouts here, up to and including a copy of my business card. But any of this can be utilized in that space at the bottom of the 4th page. So this is an example of what that bottom border area of the 4th page of my newsletter might look like. So this is page 3, and this is the blank canvas page that we have to make anything we want it to be. We can use neighborhood statistics, neighborhood events, a page of perhaps your active listings, facts about a county, upcoming holidays, etc. Make this page work for you and change the game every once in a while. So we are moving right along, and after you've done this a couple of times, it's going to happen so quickly. But this third page again is open real estate. And sometimes, if it's a holiday month, I will put in an ad like the top one, and other months, I simply use real estate market statistics, which I get from our local area association of realtors, or MLS, Virginia or National Association of Realtors. And here, the next 4 screens is what a finished newsletter might look like. This is what page 2 looks like of the 4-page newsletter. You can change it, but quite frankly, it's a very nice sets of information about what Samson does beyond real estate. Also, usually some helpful tips on the left-hand side. This is page 3 of the newsletter and what it might look like if you chose to use market statistics. Again, this page is a blank canvas where you can drop all kinds of things such as community events, community info, market statistics, etc. This is, of course, the 4th page of the newsletter, and you have already personalized the lower third with your photo and your contact information. But the recipe and the real estate question answered uh, is just perfect. I mean, you can change out anything in this newsletter, but again, if you keep it to a minimum, you're probably much more likely to do it and use it, and that's the whole purpose. So, congratulations. You've got a 4-page newsletter to share with clients and people you run into, and to leave in waiting rooms and pretty much everywhere you go. It's going to be kind of your little trail of breadcrumbs. But now we need to know how to actually get this to other people. So, we're going to go to the upper right corner of Canva where it says click share and click on that button. And the first thing we're going to have to do is change the access level from only you can access to anyone with the link. So with Canva, you have multiple ways of sharing things. The first one that we've started here is creating that link. And on the left, you can see where you've changed the settings to anyone with the link can view. And then you're going to click on copy link. Or if you see the button slightly below that that says live public view link, you can also use that one, and it creates more of a book appearance for the recipient. The other way, of course, is traditional print copy that you actually hand to people or mail to people. And that's what you're seeing over on the right. So we are going to actually download a PDF for print. So if you're not going to send a link, that means you made the choice of a print copy, which is awesome because you can have those in your car with you at all times and give them to new buyers. Leave them when you get work done on your car on the table of magazines. Send them to clients past, present, and future. You will go into Cardinal Nest Print Center. Once you get logged into your account at the Print Center, you're going to scan through the categories available to you. And for the newsletter that you've created in Canva, you are going to upload that from your desktop to this area of the print shop. Once you've clicked on the upload your own, you will still have 2 choices. As you can see, one is for the mailed version and one is for the not mailed version. There are minimum numbers and there are fees associated with this if you do not choose to print within your office. They are, however, a very premium, nice quality of paper, and they look very, very professional when you hand them to other people. Folks, we are almost there. You have now uploaded or prepared to upload your newsletter to the Print Center, and this is the screen that will show. You will first give it a job name, and you will indicate how many you want the Print Center to prepare for you. And then, of course, it's by default a 4-page newsletter. Be sure down in the lower right-hand side to save and add to cart in 2 separate steps. You will then go to the cart to actually check out. Nice job to all of you. You now have a newsletter that you need to get out there and start using. So I'm signing off. Good luck with it, and just keep at it until you get it down to the easiest thing you'll do each month and one of the greatest marketing tools we have.